My first version of the Tumbler was quite rudimentary. While I pretty much nailed down the internal structure the first time around, I still use it to this day. The armor paneling was not the greatest. The most obvious example would be the front nose. It was angled way too far back along with the front windows. This made the side profile of the Tumbler seem sluggish and not intimidating at all. The wheels too were need improvement. The light grey really stood out and broke up the monochrome static. The sides on the other hand are pretty perfect in my opinion. They capture the angles extremely well and are still able to incorporate windows. At this time, I was still recording audio by shouting into my iPhone from halfway across the room. I also didn't nail down my recording pitch, so it sounded like a 3-year-old. Sorry guys. The editing was a pain. It was basically a collection of clips filmed on different days under different lighting conditions. You can probably tell the inconsistencies between clips. Then I roughly matched the clips to the content of the audio. The overall effect was like Frankenstein. For future videos, I recorded my audio with the footage, which is much easier to edit and allows for long takes which are less distracting to watch. I also include a cross-dissolve effect between cuts which makes them seem smoother. Fortunately, most of these errors in the MOC and the video will be resolved by the time I released my follow-up video. The Tumbler 2.0 made drastic improvements to the original. The angles of the front nose and windows were thankfully fixed, and as an added bonus, the front windows no longer were scraping against the roof. The back fins were also made to look more accurate. The side armor strut was more securely attached, and the wheels were now black.
Only work in black, and sometimes very, very dark grey.
Yes, Mr. Batman. So goes a week ago, I received a comment from one 30 Lego Squid, who wanted me to go check out his Lego Tumbler mod. Got to admit, it was exquisite. I especially loved how he mounted the front wheels while still maintaining the angled armor plating. So, like all great artists, I stole it. Well, I also made a bunch of other modifications, but just for the joke, I stole it. So here's my Tumbler 3.0 edition. The main modification I've made is to the sides, as you can tell, and I have made the proportions much more accurate. Originally the side armor was only 1 stud thick, which made it look very slim and very fragile and flimsy, which isn't accurate to the monstrous being that the Tumbler is. So I've thickened it, I made it 2 studs wide, taking much inspiration from 30 Squid Lego's design, and I have also elongated the side struts, so now they reach all the way down to the front armor paneling, which is accurate. I'm going to throw up a picture of the Tumbler on set right now. I've also reversed how the struts are connected. Originally they were connected with studs facing up, but now the studs are facing down, so you can see the anti-studs, which provide for some nice armor detailing and also fixes some plastic tolerance issues with the inside of the Tumbler. Moving along to the front, I have placed a cheese wedge on the 2x2 wedge plate, and that is to continue the curve more effectively from the sides all the way down. So now it has a nice smooth angle which continues for a bit further than it used to, which is, accurate again. And I've just tiled the side angled part off with a tile, 1x1 tile. Now moving it along to the front, I've placed a jumper plate in there, which helps make the front nose connect better with the roof. And there's also a 1x3 tile in there instead of a 1x2 tile, which is more accurate. It's longer, so it covers more surface area and it looks better in my opinion. I've also changed the front wheels so that they now use an accurate tread pattern because it's a smooth tread, and it now looks better basically. So now let's get to the meat and juice of the entire modification, which is a 30 Squid Lego design on how to mount the wheels. So I'm going to take apart a bit of the Tumbler right now and I'll show you how that's done. removing the side armor paneling, you can see there's 2 jumper plates there, and I've raised the headlight bricks that the jumper plates are mounted on up by 1 plate, and that allows the side arm paneling to sit flush with the bottom of the Tumbler. Taking a look at the arm paneling itself, there's a 1x2 jumper there just to help it blend in with the sides a bit better, and there's a bit of greebling detail, and the woods detail I'm extremely proud of, because the on-screen Tumbler, the sides of it actually slope down a bit, and there's this small crevice in the middle of it which I've recreated here. Meanwhile, there's a flag piece that's mounted to the end of it, and that can move about, so you can slope in so it's accurate and the sides are no longer that boxy. Then I used a clip and a 1x2 plate. I mounted it to the handle, and that's how you attach the front wheels, just like that. So why am I doing this video, talking about my Tumbler over and over and over again? I have enough Tumbler videos to even do a collage in the opening. Am I really that stagnant, not being able to move on from this occasional streak of genius? Yep, probably. The first reason I'm doing this video is that this month is my channel's half-year anniversary, and I really wanted to look back on some older videos. My original Tumbler showcase, a card should pop up for that right now, was the first video I uploaded, and also the first video that was kind of popular. People seemed to really like it, and I gained a lot of subscribers from that one. A lot of you came because of that video, so it means a lot to me. The Tumbler is also the defining MOC of this channel. It's actually somewhat of a mascot. It's the best MOC I've made, so naturally I'm going to revisit it. Thus it seemed appropriate for the half-year celebration. But there's a deeper reason. It's because I have a point. MOC building should be about constant improvement. No first MOC is perfect, but we can get pretty close to perfect if we continue developing that prototype. I never got the people who make a MOC, then never revisit it again. By improving or redoing past designs, we can hone our skill and become better builders. In addition, it is one of the most direct ways to see an improvement by constantly improving that one singular MOC. And one of the ways we improve is through learning from others. I took techniques from Hachiroku 24, from Squid Lego 30. I'm not saying that we should copy others' design. I'm saying that we should understand and adopt some of their techniques. So help me learn more. Help us learn more. You can do that by making your own Tumbler MOC and sharing it on, say, YouTube. And if you do, leave a link in the comments and I swear I'll watch your video. And if you're stuck, you don't know where to start, you can use my Tumbler instructions, link in the description, as a starting point. Neither do you have to make a Tumbler. I'm only using the Tumbler as an example because of how complex it is, and how much room for improvement it creates. But you can make a MOC about anything, however large, small, simple, complex. Just create something, show your creativity, and share it. That's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more MOCs like this, and if you think I deserve it. And until next time, keep on building.